Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. All right, where was I at? Bang, bang, bang. YouTube live again. At YouTube live stream. Publish. Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. Did I do it? I think so. All right, let's see here. Let's see, where were we? Bang, bang. Oh, 84. Wow. Let's see. 12. Oh, boy.
Hi, hi.
Dang,
Stream
Stitch, I missed you
Elements
before.
bot running. Learn how to customize the bot here.
Oh, shut
https
up.
docs streamer.
Not telling me how to bot. Oh boy. What's up, Stitch? What's up? Wow. Hold on. Kirsanoa? Kirsanoa Alonso. What's up, Dharma's
Hi.
Chronicles? Kirsanoa? Kirse? Jeez, I don't know how to frickin' read. Kirsanoa? What's going on, Dharma? I can read Dharma and Stitch. Dharma and Stitch. Yeah, that doesn't even make any sense. Okay. Oops, that was me. Let's see. What's going on? Let's go to Stitch. Oh, I broke that too. Let's go here. Stitch. Go to channel. Emily.
He.
Emily. Wow, I'm learning. There's Stitch. What's up, Stitch boy? Stitch boy. And then here, let me see if I can figure this out. Kirsanoa Alonso. Kirsanoa. You guys got some hard names. I'm trying. Kina. What up, little Kina? Emily. Citrullo. What's up, Emily? What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Let me see if I can close some of this stuff down. Emily. All right. What are we up to? I got a bunch of monks in my yard, my front yard, right a couple houses down. There's 42 monks walking from Texas to Washington D.C. Buddhist monks. They're in my neighborhood. It's like 500 people down there. It's crazy. Buddhist monks stop in Georgia. Yeah, and that's where I live, Sharpsburg. Here they are. The Walk for Peace. Here they are, right. This is right across the street from my house. This is actually Lorange. Man, they're walking from Texas to Washington D.C. That's so crazy. Man, they ain't young either. That's a freaking long walk. as I'm coming through Morrow. That's crazy. That's pretty interesting. Pretty neat. Spreading love. Spreading love. And spreading peace. Gee.
Hello.
Cleo. 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 Hey, are you a Buddhist by any chance? I got a bunch of Buddhists in my yard right now. They're walking through it. They're walking through Georgia. I live in Georgia. Uh,
In Filipino.
Filipino. I've never been to the Philippines. My across the street neighbor is Filipino, and the one next door is from Thailand. She owns a Thai restaurant right up the street. It's pretty cool. Somebody was on yesterday, on the stream yesterday from Philippines also. Oh, I guess that's why it makes Bali. 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 Denspar. Mount Ogung. Ogung. Oops, I probably should probably put that in once. Filipino. Wow, look at that. Look at that. That's freaking cool. Oops. Oops, I broke that too. Wow, that's really cool. There you are. That's Indonesia. What am I talking about? The Philippines. Let's check that. Okay, there we go. Look at it. Awesome. The water went away. That's the Big Doolally Island of the bush. Oh man, typhoon. Did you live near the typhoon area? That's awesome. That's absolutely beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Let's see. Let's look that up real quick. Let's do that on how. Let's go to that's right.
That isn't really borne out by the data. And so they develop their punctuated equilibrium where they're perfectly content with the idea that the fossil record or the paleontological record displays long periods of stasis and then short bursts of change. From my philosophical perspective, I go, okay, stop right there. What just happened? Did the scientific community unearth a new geologic layer with a bunch of different fossils and then change their mind? No. Gould and Eldridge just decided that they weren't going to be beholden to one specific assumption in the Darwinian paradigm, and so they modified it by changing out that assumption. So if you look at what we said about the assumptions that go into neo-Darwinism, gradualism, a genealogical view of the fossil record, ultimate common ancestry, natural selection acting on random mutation as the main mechanism.
You're calling all of those assumptions?
Well, the first three are assumptions, and the last one is the proposed mechanism.
Okay.
So gradualism, a genealogical view of the fossil record, and everything coming down to ultimate common ancestry. Those are the assumptions. So that, ultimate common ancestry grounds a genealogical view because if everything came from a single origin, then everything is related. Those relations can usually be picked up by either morphological or genetic similarities, right? And then that happens gradually over time because of the mechanism is natural selection acting on random mutation, right? So then we go, okay, what does it look like to give up those assumptions in favor of non-Darwinian assumptions or anti-Darwinian assumptions? Instead of gradualism, you have something like Gould and Eldridge's punctuated equilibrium, that it's perfectly reasonable to read the fossil record I would say, a more literal way where things don't change for a long time and then you see rapid periods of change, right? Then if you have a, well, let's skip down, because we said that ultimate common ancestor grounds the genealogical view. I want to jump down to Christian Schwab's chemical view of the origin of life. And going back to what we said earlier is that Darwin starts his origin of life, and 19th century, he starts his origin of life view from a single cell, and then he starts his biological view from there. Everything branches out into this tree of life. Okay.
https www.instagram.com real dsYFFBVIFQWIGSHYMWWZ2R1M3
I was pretty enthralled by chemistry when I was an undergrad. Never pursued it, but took a real interest. And so when
why does this look
Why
AI?
does it look AI?
Because I am I do not discover me.
Man, that's funny. I don't know. My apologies. My apologies, Omar. Can AI do this? All right, let's see what you're looking at.
Can I mess with the voice chat?
Yep.
Hello.
Holy crap. No way.
WJFHBDJFHBFBFBFJCK.
How are you, Elo?
Wusue WHWH Wee Show.
Hey.
Hey. Hey. What's going on? Eloisa. Wow. Gotcha. Eloisa Padilla. How are you, Eloisa?
Schwab said this, it blew me away 'cause I never thought-
https://www.instagram.com real dsxh2gdjzwoigshmx framladiemxmpnyg.
Oops.
You're Sigma.
9.
Sigma. I am pretty Sigma, I have to say. I'm pretty Sigma here. Okay, chat overlay. Oh. Alright, where was I? I'm pretty freaking Sigma. W chat. What's up, Cleo's back? Okay, let's see it. Oh, dang it. What'd I do?
Wanted me for genuinely just being me was the police. I'm gonna be honest. The only person that ever wanted me for genuinely just being me was the police.
That's funny.
Thought about it. He said, if life was a chemical event, right? This is what Richard Dawkins and atheist biologists are going to hold to all day long, that life was a purely chemical event on naturalistic principles. Schwab says, okay,
you are the
if
best.
Life was a chemical event, it happened on the molar scale. That is 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd, because that's how chemical reactions run. You're not going to get, and since we've descended below the level of the cell into chemistry, now we have Schwab's view saying that basically this.
What do you mean
diversity,
trees think
biological
of trees,
diversity
man?
is an initiative.
What do I think of trees? I think they're freaking super important. And my geologist, my staff geologist, Space Cowboy, those trees are pretty important too. Do you know how trees get their wood and their leaves? Like how the mass of the tree? They breathe in carbon dioxide, separates the carbon from the O2, blows O2 back out, basically, and then the carbon stays behind. So a tree is made of carbon dioxide, basically. This was the most helpful tutorial I've ever seen. Thank you.
They help us live, they help us breathe.
They help us. Right. I have plants all throughout my house. Plants, trees, bushes, flowers, fruit trees, all throughout my house and my property. I have hundreds of them, thousands even. Yes, they're very, very good for us. They're very good for us. You're very smart, Eloisa.
Initial condition that started at the origin of life. It's not something that biological diversity is not something that grows up in a tree. It starts out as a forest. So,
Lopodotema Shagalia
as a
craniolipsonodrum hypotrimatus silphioparamolito catechechimena kishlapika sifafat operista electrionopticephalia kigkula palealagoyo saraya bafetragon.
That means
Do you
cow.
recall your last tornado experience? Hold
Here,
up my
it was
dog,
here a
hold
few
up
weeks
my
ago
dog, he is
in
biting
Florida.
a bone.
It was here in
It
Florida.
is a
Thanks, cow.
word from a play.
It's definitely a long word. It means cat. Hold up my dog. Hold up my dog. Hold up my dog. He's biting the bone. It's a big word from a play. Let's see where it comes from. Let's see where it comes from. Extremely long word, longest word originating from Aristophanes' comedy Assemblywoman in 391 before Christ.
the thesis is if you have a chemical origin of life, that means that genetic and morphological similarities don't
Give a dog a
necessarily
bone,
give
this
you
old
any
man
clue
came rolling home.
This
to
old man
heredity
came
or
rolling
genealogy.
home. This old man.
Which means that it destroys, or at least it undercuts, a genealogical view of paleontology. And you go, just because species A and species B look a lot alike, there is no guarantee that they're even remotely related.
Right.
They could have completely independent world lines.
Now, is
Hold
there
up,
any
man, I am on the John.
data pointing in the direction of that hypothesis, or is he just saying there's as much data for this as there is for Darwin's idea, given that no one was there at ground zero?
I think what he's saying is this, that he's looking at neo-Darwinism starting its
Me too.
theory at the level of the cell. And he's saying, if life starts at the level of chemistry rather than at the level of the cell, then none of the other Darwinian assumptions make any sense, or at least they all fall like dominoes. Because the clue to heredity for the Darwinists is similarities. But if you can obtain similarities, at least theoretically, if you can obtain similarities on chemical grounds and not biological grounds, then they may not be clues to heredity or genealogy at all.
I see.
Now, so my proposal is that.
Hi, I'm JT, and I made Result Hunter, the search engine for conservatives.
Brother,
Let me just
I
tell you
said
what
I
it
am
does.
on the
First
John.
of all,
Can you wait, brother?
This kind of view, okay, so then you have
take
what's
your
called the
time.
extended evolutionary synthesis. You have people like Massimo Pigliucci and Gerd Mueller who are working on things like epigenetics and genomic plasticity, right? And they're trying sort of in two different moods. They're trying to sort of break away from orthodox Darwinian assumptions, but they're also trying to stay tethered somewhat to the modern synthesis of the 1940s, right? They're trying to extend the evolutionary thesis, but they're really doing things that are inherently anti-Darwinian. So what I say is that we already have all of the pieces in place for a non-Darwinian construct. Schwab's chemical assumption of the origin of life gives rise to a non-genealogical view of the fossil record. Two fossils may look similar and yet have different origins. And actually, Darwinists already admit this to some degree because they admit something called convergent evolution.
While you read
Right?
outside
So, like
the
the
door.
human eye
Sorry,
and the
I
eye of the
am
great
talking
squid.
to my brother, not you.
We're ready to.
Are you guys talking about the new 67
So,
revolution?
Right now, there's 42 Buddhist monks right outside of my house. They just walked from Texas to Georgia, and they're walking all the way to Washington, D.C. The police just drove by because there's so many people parked in my neighborhood right now. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, these guys right here, the Buddhist monks right outside of Georgia. They're walking 3,000 kilometers, and they're old. Some of these guys are like 75, 80 years old. Some of them are young, but yeah, it's absolutely crazy. But you need that 6-7 resolution. They're definitely dripped.
They're
Check
dripped.
this stuff out, dude.
Oh,
They ain't playing around. Let's do this. They ain't playing around. They are not playing around. And so they're spending the night in my neighborhood. They walk all day, and they stop and talk to people along the route each day. And Bobby, what up, Bobby?
There's a titan outside my house.
You better run. So they walk around and they preach Buddhism, Buddhist practices, preach the Buddhist ideology, theology, and then when it gets late, around 7-8 o'clock, people in each community donate tents and stuff to them, and they sleep outside because they don't sleep inside. They don't use technology, even though they have an Instagram account and a Facebook account. So they just walk around telling people to be good people, and they're spending the night 500 feet from my house in my neighborhood. Like, it's crazy. All the other neighborhoods up and down this road, and they ended up in mine. It's absolutely crazy.
Yes, they're very dedicated to their god Gautam Buddha.
The god Gautam? They're definitely dedicated. Definitely dedicated. Bob. Oh, Bob boy. Baba. Yeah. Yeah, it's some craziness, I tell you.
LMAO.
I'm still learning how to read. Oops, that's my big face. That's the wrong thing. Where the hell is it? Oh, there it is. Oh, you see that? Oops, that's not it either. Where's that? Where's everything? Why is everything broken? There it is. Space Cow. Wrong camera. Come on. There we go. Why are you stubborning so hard? Stuttering, not stubbering.
Why are you stubborning so hard, brother?
Are extremely similar, but we know on other by other means that
I'm retarded.
That humans and squids don't have the same genealogical
multiple cameras.
origins. And so they go, okay, well, look how powerful evolution is. It can converge on extremely similar organs from completely disparate lines.
And
you go,
I can even do this. I can switch over from my studio.
You're cool, man.
I can switch over from my studio cams to my phone cam, so I can. You can see my studio. That's a limo for a loser.
That's limo for a loser.
Yeah, brother.
BROO, that's a dope wall.
I got like 1,080 some names on it. Every time someone subs, I put their name on the wall. Or if you just say put my name on your wall. What's your name? What do you want on the wall, Di? 1935. Tell me what you want. Tell me what you want. I'll make it happen.
Hello, tell me about 3i Atlas. Is that true?
Yes, I just did lol. True. Can you write Saiyan lol?
What I gotta write? Damn, now I gotta walk all the way over here where it just said. Yes, 3AI. It's a comet. Some people think it's an alien, but we'll see. Then can you write ZAYN? Yep, yeah, I got you, brother. Let's see. Zion. There you go, brother.
So many police outside my door, I think someone robbed the neighbors.
That could be tough. That's some rough neighbors. That's your name, Zane?
Thanks,
Nice name,
man,
brother.
That's my name.
That's a cool name.
Haha.
My name's Richard. I go by Fail. He's like Fail at a lot of things. Yeah, but Tari asked three eye atlas is definitely a Jamalama. It's definitely it's a comet. We can look at it if you want. 3-eye atlas comet.
Hopes are aliens coming soon save this planet from wars.
I agree. So this is what it looks like to us. That's Halley's Comet, and then that's 3-eye atlas on the.
Everybody is yelling inside my house. When is the next Halley Comet?
1986, 2050 something. Halley's Comet next visit. 2061, July 28th, 2061. So make sure, don't do drugs, kids, and you'll be around for 2061.
HTTPS YouTube.com shorts WQ1AJCGPT9UCZT.
ZG. All right, let's see what you got. Goktug. Let me shut this camera off. And we'll do here, Goktug. There.
The cops just threw a flashbang inside my house. I think they messed the wrong house.
Maybe not. Maybe your brother was selling the marijuana or something.
One planet that fascinates you the most.
Earth. Definitely Earth.
If I am God, I would annihilate evil and set up paradise here on this universe.
God did. The problem is, in order to have ultimate good, you have to have ultimate evil. Because in order to have love, you have to know what hate feels like. So that's the yin and the yang. You have to have, there's polar opposites, like a magnet. So you have to have ultimate evil
For me,
to know what
it's
ultimate
Super
good is.
Saturn.
Saturn's kick-ass too, dude. Do you know we just found like 150 more moons of Jupiter in March?
I love big
In
women.
March of this year, we just found 150 more moons around Jupiter.
How would I steal your Play-Doh? Yeah.
I'm sorry. I should have trusted you.
No like Super Saturn, search it up.
Super Saturn. Bam. J145, J1407b. Discovered in 2012. Wow, look at that frickin' place. Dang. That's
Brother,
frickin'...
what did I say about taking my motorcycle and my dog?
I'm a booty warrior.
I am a booty warrior.
Taking down your drawers. I'm a booty warrior. Super Saturn. My motorcycle and my dog. Yin Yang, yes, agree, brother. I'm from Morocco.
Yin Yang, yes, agree, brother. I am from Morocco, waiting for those aliens. Help us go through the crisis. We live here.
We're working on it, Tari. We're working on it. I love big women. I love big butts, and I cannot lie. None of the other brothers can deny. When a girl walks in with a minute and then I bet fuck in your face, I get sprung. Leave Eloise's motorcycle dog alone. Motorcycle dog. Oh, check this guy out. This guy in Atlanta yesterday. Oh man. What did I do with it? Let's see if I got a picture. I got a picture of it right here. Hold on.
You are a handsome man. I just liked and subscribed.
Thank you,
baby.
Mini Jim. What name am I putting on the wall? What name am I putting on the wall?
Meg Family Guy.
Meg Family Guy? What name am I putting on the wall, Mini?
What about reptilians? Is that also true or just the Roy?
A theory? It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell, Atari. You know, crazier things are happening every day. I believe that the theory is people are actually snakes. Because if you look at the Bible and they talk about the snakes of Christ, the evil of the world, they're just evil.
You look like Keanu Reeves retired.
They call me Retired Reeves. Keanu retired. No, where's the thing at? There we go. I guess I'll put Mini, M-I-N-N-Y. What is your... I think some of them exist. What name do you want on the wall, Mini?
What is your opinion on shapeshifters?
I think they're freaking shapeshifters. Oh, I broke it.
Hey, that's a compliment, by the way. https youtube.com shorts of G.
All right, Harper. I got Harper on the wall, too. Harper. Got Harper and Minnie. Minnie. All right, there we go. Who else is going on there? All right. Got Tari, T-A-R-I. There we go. There we go. All right. There we go. Doing your makeup? When I wake up in my makeup too.
Doing my makeup. How many times a day do you think about the Roman Empire?
A lot more than the average person. So I read a lot. I read a lot of different holy books. So when I read through different holy books, like especially the Bible and stuff, you go through that, there's a lot of
I love metaphysics. Honestly, I tell you a real story about our old house. Was haunted, I swear, at night the door and knob opened by itself. So scary.
That's not fun. That'll make your butthole bugger. All right, let me see what we're looking at here.
I am gonna stay up all night.
Peter Griffin.
Yeah, I'd stay up all night too.
Peter Griffey. Peter Griffin. How son is blonde? Hello. Hi. Genetics. Fathers that carry brown hair genetics can translate to blonde hair genes for a child during the reproduction process. Okay, Weeder Kid. Fatu Kid.
Him Jim.
Lois? Meg Family Guy. Peter.
There it is. All right, what did I miss here? I love metaphysics, honesty. Gotta be honest. I'll tell you a story about the haunted houses. That shit's crazy. I live very close to ancient Raymond Castle. Oh yeah, you're in Turkey.
I swear, brother, who don't believe ghosts, come to Morocco. You can believe your eyes.
I swear, brother, who don't believe ghosts, come to Morocco. You can't believe it. No, I 100% believe in ghosts. I 100%.
On Genghis Khan.
I 100% believe in ghosts. I believe in spirits. Absolutely. Genghis Khan. He fathered more children than anyone ever known. Almost all people in the Asia, what do they call that area? North China. So many people have Genghis Khan's genetics. Look at this. Watch this. Look at this. Hold on. How many offspring did Genghis Khan have? How many offspring did Genghis Khan have? Genghis Khan had at least 9 children with his wife, fathered hundreds, thousands of children with numerous other wives and concubines, leading to an enormous genetic legacy with estimates suggesting 1 in every 200 men worldwide share his Y chromosome. With his harem, he had over 1,000 children. Stephen Hawking on the Epstein Island. Why? Because he's a. How do you think he got that disease? It was sexually transmitted.
Hold
and then
still,
God struck him down.
I am drawing you. I am gonna put that drawing up on my wall.
All right, hold on. I'll give you.
I have Mongolian roots. Lol.
Mongolia. That's what
I am one of them.
That's what I wanted to say.
Homo. Do you believe someone cut himself with real knife, not magic? Right. You see blood out after the man pour hot water on his body. No scar, no cuts.
What?
W. the Lee. Doing my bronzer. Greetings from Romania.
Hey, private gamer. Greetings. Gizu, a moderator here. He's from Romania also. He's a regular here. I'm surprised he's not here right now. Yeah, Gizu, G-E-Z-U. He's from Romania. 6'7"?
6'7".
What did you say, Tari? Do you believe someone cut himself with a real knife, not magic? You see blood after the man poured hot water on his body, no scars, no cuts. I think that's that. Listen, the devil is real, and people do make deals with the devil to get people's influence, and people can do wackadoodle stuff. Don't try that stuff. Don't try that stuff. You'll hurt yourself. Don't try to cut yourself. Don't try to burn yourself. There's a trick to everything. Greetings from Romania.
Are you talking about the files?
67. Yeah, absolutely. I'm talking about that, the files. I talk about them all the time. Listen. Transparency. That's the key. You have to know how the people writing your laws act. Because if they act like wackadoodles on Epstein Island or something, they need to be held to account.
Where are you in the island?
I'm in America. I'm in Georgia right now with the Buddhist monks. No, I'm going to tell you.
Files
I'll tell you.
Weren't even blacked properly, lol. But love always beats hated. I am kidding.
I'm going to tell you something real quick. You ready for this? You ready? You ready, Zayn? There's a 100% chance they did that on purpose. A 100% chance. Listen, they've been doing redactions for 100 years.
Epstein
they know how to redact
change
something.
My mind.
They wanted to
Have you seen the movie Deliverance?
Let people's names
Why
out there.
though?
People that wouldn't normally
it is very
get
obvious.
in trouble, wouldn't normally get found out. They accidentally didn't redact their names properly. It was 100% on purpose. Beats hated. Epstein is not dead. Changed my mind. Can't. Yes, I've seen Deliverance.
This is messed up.
Why? Okay, so think about this. Think about this, Zan. Right? So you have somebody that maybe is in the government somewhere, okay? And they did something very bad. But currently, you're using them to change laws or get rid of something or do something in the government. So you don't want to call them out and say, hey, Jim did this bad thing. So instead of doing that, you black his name out, but you make it easy to unredact. So then, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't break our gentleman's contract saying that I wouldn't tell anybody. Oh, that was one of these 2,000 lawyers that did it wrong. It's called plausible deniability. It's very obvious. Yes.
Can we stop the drama?
What's up, la Zabibes? We need to stop the drama. Yeah, it'll stop. Innocent victims' names are
Innocent victims' names are leaked now.
And so here's something that what's up, Senfei? Here's something interesting to think about too, okay? And we will never know until it's all out there. We'll never know. But how innocent are the innocent victims? Okay, now you can say, oh, blah, blah, blah.
I said to hold still. If one of these victims, you please hold still.
Like Ghislaine Maxwell, she went and found other girls, young girls, to bring to Epstein Island. She wasn't the only one. There were other women who were victims that went and gathered more victims. And I think that's whose names are laying out. But we'll find out. I'm still drawing you, please. I'm holding still.
Turn off the voice narration while you are talking. So you are defending them?
I have problems. I'm not defending them. What are you, crazy? No, I'm just saying there's a reason for everything. And we won't know until everything comes out. Listen, they know how to redact files. They've been doing it since the 1890s. They did it on purpose for a reason. We don't know that reason yet. So we'll all just be guessing. All right, yeah, their names are on the files, and there is a reason, whether a good reason or a bad reason. Whether you have a Republican that didn't like a Democrat or a Democrat that didn't like a Republican, and the person doing the redacting was a Democrat or a Republican who didn't like the other and wanted their names out. There's all kinds of reasons for it. That's all right. You all good. You all good. Yes. You think I'm going to just stand here and stare at the camera for you to draw me? You got another thing coming. You need to learn how to do a screenshot. You know what I can do? I can do this. Watch. Ready? Hold on. Where am I at? I can do this. Oh, hold on. I can do this. Do this, and I can do this and go. Oh, it's not staying. My bad. But yeah, but what I'm saying is there was a reason it was done. Whoever was supposed to redact it knew that it was unredactable. We won't know the reason, but there's a reason why. I'm not searching them up, brother. Not on the live. I'm not on Twitch. What up, Rocco? Rococo. Search up the file base. How is it to have your parents being your brother and sister? You know, I used to use that when I was in elementary school. And another one I used to love to say all the time was, I hear your parents are really nice guys. My microphone. That was one of my favorites to use. I hear your parents are really nice guys. Yeah, that was one of my favorites. I hear your parents are really nice guys. Oh boy. What up, Shivam? Shiraj is a moderator here. I thought that was his name popping up. We got Shiraj, a moderator here. You better. He's from India also. He lives in Georgia now, but he's from India. Rahendra was on earlier. I got a lot of Indians in here. Lots of Indians. We were looking at, let me see if I can find it, if it's still here. It was, dang it, I don't have it on here. It was Meghalaya, what's it called? Near Delhi. No, one being gay, you looked out. Yeah, like India. India's great. How racist are you? More racist than you. Met Gala. No, not the Met Gala. Damn it. Damn it. It's near Gallipoli. What's the name of the Indian state? I'm from America. Looks like I got competition. I'm from Maryland in America originally, and then I've been down in Georgia for about a little over 16 years. So I'm using the divorced parents card when Californians are pissing me off. My parents. It works. You got competition. I hate everyone equally. That's my freaking go-to card. Mega, yes, 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 yes. And what's the one that starts with an S by their Sill something? Sill. Dang, you know what I'm talking about. Sill something. What's it called? Shillong. This is Megala. This is freaking awesome looking place. Meghala. You guys can't, dude. Not you guys. I can't freaking read. Meghala. Search Shimla. Oh, great. Hold on. I don't trust you yet. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. That's pretty freaking cool, too. What up, Julia? Oh, wow. Where's this at? Is this where you are? Wow. That's freaking awesome. Man. That's so... Look at this. Jeez, that's so freaking cool. Julia, so did you know about those Buddhist monks that are walking from Texas to Washington, D.C.? They're in my front yard. They're not 500 feet from my house right now. Right here. I've got a video of me walking out there. They start their speech in 8 minutes at 7 p.m. my time. Wow, look at that. Look at this. Man. That's so cool. Look at that freaking train. Old train trestles. Pradesh. Look at this craziness. How's beautiful this effing thing? Right, this is in India, near the Himalayas. Kashmir. Okay, yeah. Kashmir. We were looking up Diwali earlier today, the Festival of Lights. There you go, Kashmir. Look at this. Look at this place. It looks like that's almost France. What's up, Leonidas? Long time. Man, look at this place. I love American people. Why when I talk with you, I feel like my country. I'm not a foreigner, but French people feel a little cocky. That definitely happens too. Batman City? Yeah, that's in Turkey, right? Batman City. This is Gotham City. You're talking about Turkey, right? Yeah. Right here. There you go. Batman Province. Batman. Wow, that's so crazy. Batman Turkey. For real, yes. Yeah, this is awesome. Look at that Batman. That's so crazy. That's so freaking cool looking. Dude, I'm coming to India this year coming up. I am Batman. Batman. They call me Rakim. Nufus. That's Batman and Robin. Meet Batman City, home to Batman Stadium and Batman University. Search Chernobyl. Oh, man. Look at this craziness, dude. Pop the top. Oh, it's just such a dead city. 1997. Do you know what Virat Kohli cricket? Yes. I'm familiar with a lot of Indians bring him up, the cricketer. I'm not. I mean, I have never watched him play. Look at this old gas mask. That's so crazy. During the Russian-UK war, yeah, Ukraine war, yeah. Virat Kohli, yes. You know him? There he is. There he is with his tattoos and his $50 million watch. Him and his small nose. You have Batman actor. We have Batma without an and that singer here. Batma. I know who she is. That's a woman. Batma. Yes, I know who she is. I know that's a woman. I believe. I know who she is. Oh no, I don't. Okay, who was I thinking of? There's a woman. Yeah, this is Bob. No, I didn't know. Okay, I'm thinking of India. The woman singer in India. I could understand it was maybe Fatma. Maybe it's Fatma, like Fatima. Yes, her. This is who I'm talking about. Fatma Saeed. Have you seen what? No. This got leaked in 2023. Dhoni. I don't know who that is. Who is this? That was Virat Kohli. We were just looking at it. Now this is Fatma Saeed. Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. Shaka Khan. There you go. Bollywood. So I worked with Bollywood when I was doing Hollywood stuff too. Tell them the most beautiful woman in your city. Hold on. Tell them the most beautiful woman in your city. I tell you too. Do you want me to say that's the most beautiful woman in my city? Have you seen IPL? Julie is from Texas, I think she said. IPL. Oh, right, because of cricket. IPL. Movie IPL. I'm from Texas, but I used to watch Bollywood. Hey, there you go. There you go. Everybody meeting up at 110th grade. Miss Dhoni. Miss Dhoni. Donnie. Miss Donnie. I've never seen it. The Untold Story. The Man You Know, The Journey You Don't. Oh, MS. Okay. I thought it meant Miss as in like Mrs. Donnie. Pretty freaking cool. Pretty cool. And you know what I got? I got peanut brittle. Bam. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Tell me I'm far away. I couldn't get that. She'll be glad to hear that, I'm sure, Tari. Oh, there's a hair, missing hairs. Let me see. The Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal. Yeah, that's freaking beautiful, dude. Look at that. Look at that place, dude. I tell you what, I'm so... Shivam, yeah, I believe he said he's from India. Where in India are you from, Shivam? Did you say near Delhi before? I can't remember what you said. Yeah. The Seven Wonders of the World, yep. Seven Wonders of the World. Machu Picchu. There you go. Here's all of them on a screen. The 7 wonders of the world. Unbelievably beautiful. Bihar. Oh, that's where you are. Wow, look at that. Look, oh, that is so freaking cool. Somebody forgot to sweep. Linguistic map. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. You're from Bihar. Right next to Bangladesh, north of West Bengal. Wow, look at this. That's so awesome. It looks like Minecraft. They made the lake in the middle. I love India. I know Sai Baba blessing and his mantra are really powerful. Can soothe your spirit, body, and soul. Yes. Yep, temples. Temples are freaking great. I love temples. Like they put so much time. You know, you wonder why people like religion. And you think about the godless people that run some countries and they look like shit. But you give people a religion and they make beautiful structures like this to worship in. You know, but you go to the city hall for your driver's license or whatever and it looks like a freaking crap show. And in any country, you know, but like at France. France is a shithole most of the places, but you have the cathedrals, French cathedrals. Like, look at this stuff. Look what they've built. Look at this. Look at this stuff. This is no freaking joke. Look at the time and effort they put into these Gothic cathedrals, you know? And then look around it. It's a bunch of freaking boxes for people to live in and stuff. It's amazing. Like, look at the insides. The amount of just artistry and stuff. Yeah, it's unbelievable. And then you have what's the one in England? Search bananas? Benares. That's bananas. There, wow. You see what I'm saying? And like this isn't like putting up plywood and drywall. They had to quarry these stones, cut them by hand with chisels and freaking hammers and build these beautiful structures. And now they just like plywood, paint and search up Cologne Cathedral. Oops. Look at that. Look at that. That's unreal. Wow. See what I'm saying? Oh, brother, do you believe in healing in churches? Have you ever seen a real one? I've definitely not in churches, but I've seen prayer and I've seen people be healed through it. I've seen people that were on death's door, you know, priests and brothers come and pray over people. I've never seen someone go to a church and then someone be like, that's usually acting. That's usually a demon trying to trick you into giving them money. You got to know the difference. You got to know your holy books. The church was built like 600 years. Wow. All right, let's see what kind of wackadoo shit Space Cow's got for us. Bro asked Santa for the most outrageous thing.
I need like 3 big booty bitches in my crib by like tomorrow.
Whoa. Say that again. I don't think I heard the right thing. I don't think you said that to Santa, did you?
I said I need 3 big booty bitches by like tomorrow in my house.
Well, we can't do that.
Let's go back to this. Search CSMT railway station. Really agree, brother, but science is better. No, you're 100% wrong. You're 100% wrong. Listen, without religion, there would be no science. Without religion, there would be no science. The reason science was invented was to find out how we were created. Don't believe the storytellers that are in most science. Just because science may explain how something is done doesn't mean there's no religion. If you believe science, science changes all the time. Any new virus that comes out, they make that your new god. They say if you don't get this vaccine, then this is going to kill you. So this is your new heaven and this is your new hell. So you got to be careful, Tari. What did I miss here? What happened? She blinded me with science. No, we absolutely can't prove anything with science. Absolutely. And science points back to God. The more you just talk out of your ass, the fine. But the more you actually study, everything goes back to a creator. We're created. There's no way in hell we can mix a few chemicals together and make a human cell. It doesn't work like that. There's no DNA. There's no code. Something created the code. We're created. Hinduism, also science failed. You claim Jesus is God, but Bible says something else. No, it doesn't. Space Cowboy. I missed it. What did you come back here before? What did I miss? Search CSMT Railway. All right. You tell me. Go ahead and tell me what it says. Tell me what it says. Tell me what it says. You tell me what it says. You tell me what it says. Okay, where were we? I wish to be wrong. I'm searching for reality and truth because everything's exploitable. We have to depend on free reasoning. Yes, you have to depend on free reasoning. You absolutely have to. But you have to understand that deception is evil, and people want to be famous and rich. So when they have something that's non-provable, like a lot of sciences, they use that. They use that to say, look, this is X, Y, and Z. So believe me, give me your money, make me famous for telling you how we were created. And that's what people do. They are deceiving you. That's why you constantly see science changing. Oh, we were wrong. Oh, we were wrong. Oh, we were wrong. Oh, we were wrong. Because you didn't, did you read the verse before that or the verse after that? I'm guessing not. Holy Bible, don't fight for religion, but respect. Hey, I do. I respect everyone's religion. I've read all of the books. I've read the Hadiths. I've read the Quran. I've read a lot of the sutras. I've read the Bible. I didn't come to this conclusion until I was 45. Just like you have the thoughts in your head and the actions you will do in your physical body, God is in three forms: the Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. That's why it's just like when you say, you know what I should do? When you say to yourself, I wonder what I want to have for lunch. Who are you talking to? Are you talking to a third person? No, you're talking to yourself. So Jesus is communicating with his Godhead, basically, in the Buddhist-esque religions. You have to read the verses before that and after that, medical science. Have you read? Yes, I have. I've read the Gita. Not all of it. Not anywhere near all of it. So I tried to read it in Hindi, and I'm not good. I'm not even good with English, let alone other languages. This is the eternal life that you may know. The only true God is and Jesus Christ, who he has sent, and God sent Jesus. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. Jesus Christ is God on earth. Just like if you think about projection, And the reason when you see and you fall in love and the feelings you get and when you see a sunset, those feelings of awe, those are the Trinity. You have to look into what the Trinity is. You're speaking before knowing. Look into the Trinity and then ask yourself those questions. And I'll love to talk with you about it. Look, listen, medical sciences. I don't want to put you off about this. I would love to talk with you about today. I had the same questions and I asked the same questions. The problem is you're thinking you're coming to a conclusion without studying the entirety of it. And it's very confusing way to go. And I understand that. I did it too. I didn't decide that I believed in God until 3 years ago. And I'm 48. So it's absolutely, but you have to understand how the Christian theology works. There's the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. The person that created us all, the thing that created us all, the creator is God, is Allah, God. And then Jesus on earth was a representation of Jesus on earth. Now, obviously, Jesus has to be here. And then you have the thoughts that people have, the good thoughts that people had, and that voice inside your head, that's what they would be considered the Holy Spirit. It's definitely about way of life. Jesus yesterday, today, and forever, brother. Question: did you love the Quran? Or are there contradictions? I got a lot of good out of the Quran. You escaped. Respect for you, bro. Hey, absolutely. Robin Oppenheimer said, "Don't escape, bro." Brother, I didn't escape anything. Yeah, let's have a healthy discussion. Yeah, I just want to let you know I've been where you are. I've been where you are. I've read that and I've had all of these thoughts, but they're very easily. If you understand, if you're Muslim by any chance, and you know about the 99 attributes of Allah, Jesus, God has 3. He has the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit as the Trinity. So that's how God can be anywhere. And if you say it's how it works. I have read the Bible cover to cover, and theology doesn't point Jesus to God. Then you haven't read it. You haven't read it. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I think you're lying. Father, Son, Holy Spirit references in the Bible. 6 eyes. Literally, God is real because we're dependent on energy. God is energy. Yes, I don't believe you. I don't believe if you've actually read it cover to cover, you would not have these questions and you would not be quoting from where you're quoting. Okay. What's up, Avery? I knew it was a cult. Okay. So the Bible reveres Father, Son, and Holy Spirit working together most clearly in Matthew 28:19, in Jesus' baptism, Matthew 3:16-17, and the Spirit descends as Jesus, the Son, is baptized, and the Father speaks from heaven. It's the Trinity. Okay, right here, the concept of the Trinity, God in one, 3 distinct. Corinthians 13:14, 2 Corinthians 13:14, establishing the concept of the Trinity, God in 3 distinct co-equal persons. So I'm telling you, you missed a couple passages. Calm down, every no, it's all right. It's okay. No, I'm not upset or anything. I used to be him. Right. Jesus is Isa in the Quran. Oh man, I have Saint Nicholas Manna on the way from Ukraine. I love everybody. I had a great time reading all the holy, and I didn't read any of the holy books to disprove any of the holy books. But there's one good thing I think is to know. Let's see if I can find this. Let me see if I can find this real quick. Okay. All religions have Jesus, but Jesus says he's the only way. Are you a gooder?
Religion knows that Jesus is the only way.
In all the Eastern religions and all the cults and all the world religions, they always gave some credit to Jesus Christ. The Muslims say that he was a prophet. The Christians say that he was an incarnation of the Godhead in his age. Yogananda and all these different Eastern teachers said that he had Christ consciousness. They always use words like Christ consciousness, Christ this, Jesus that. The Buddhists would even say he was a Buddha. He was a another incarnation of God like Buddha was. And in all my searchings, I saw that all these people were pointing to Jesus. They're going, well, yeah, Jesus is one of the ways, but we're one of the ways. And they wouldn't all agree on anything except that Jesus was one of the ways. And then I looked into the Bible. I did this all through intellectual reasoning and laid it out on the table and figured it out that if they all gave him credit and he only gave himself credit, and they all agreed on one thing, that he was one of the ways, and he only agreed that he was the only way. So I figured I had no choice but to go with him. And then I started praying to Jesus.
Like the video and
right. So this is the point. You didn't read the whole Bible, or you would understand this, brother. Listen, you're not the first person to step up the bat here. If you read through the Bible, everything in separate, you can't read verse by verse by verse. You read the Bible and you read the Old Testament, you read the New Testament, and you understand how they work together. You understand how the prophecies of the Old Testament are fulfilled in the New Testament. It all comes together. If you pick verse, you're never going to understand it like that, especially because you have people telling you this, and that, and you're using Dawa script. I know what's going on. Quran confessed that Jesus resurrected, built a bird from clay. Yes, that's absolutely true. But I have a good amount of verse which is very clear. Jesus can't be God, but sometimes sent by God. Okay, all right, keep reading, brother. You'll get there. Look, there's a reason we're having this conversation right now. There's a reason you ended up in my stream, and there's a reason you're asking me these questions. You're on a spiritual journey. You want me to answer these questions for you because you really want to know the truth. I understand. John 5:30. What 5:30? Which chapter? I mean, which book? Jesus is not God, but incarnation of God. Keep reading, Tari. You'll get there. So, okay. If you guys want to get into it, we can get into it. Where Jesus says he's God. Okay, so John 8:58, John 10:13. He says, I am, and I am the Father. Jesus says, I and the Father are one in John 8:58. John 10:30. He forgives sins, controls nature, accepts worship, all understood by his audience that he's claiming to be God. The reason they killed him, the Jews killed Jesus, was because Jesus said that he was God. They considered that blasphemous, and that's why they killed him. They didn't kill him because he was ugly. The aspect of John 5:30. John 5:30. Okay, Jesus states he can do nothing independently, but judges righteously as he hears from God. Because he seeks not from his own will, but the will of the Father who sent him. Okay, so the way this works is it's how you talk to yourself. You know how when you say, oh man, that person's yelling at me, I want to slap him in the face, and you're talking to yourself, but your upper brain decides, hit him or walk away. That's the same way. So when you dissect the Trinity, it's the feelings you have are the Holy Spirit. The way you talk to yourself would be a representation of Jesus, and your cognitive thinking, you controlling your body is God. Is the Father, not God. The Father, the one that controls you, the one that makes you move your arms, but the one that makes you think, should I use my arms? But you can't say, if you're paralyzed, you can't say, oh, I want to punch you. You can say it all you want, but you can't punch because you can't do anything without the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. You need the reasoning, the reckoning, and the ability. Jesus is not, and brother, we all know that Trinity is later theological development formulated in the Council of Nicaea. No, it wasn't. That's another lie. Dude. Absolutely not. You can't. Do you know what the Council of Nicaea did? There were other sects of want-to-be Christians that were making up stuff, just like how the Muslims have the weak hadiths, and then you have scholars that come in and say this hadith is weak. That's what the Council of Nicaea did. They came together and they said there's all these other people writing things saying Jesus's birthday is January 5th, and these people over here starting to believe it. So let's come together. All the bishops all around came, hundreds of them came together, and they all said, what are you teaching your people? What are you teaching? And they clarified everything. We have all the records from the Council of Nicaea. They did not come up with that. That's what people who hate Christianity tell other people, to make them think Christianity's a lie. That's not true. That did not come from the Council of Nicaea. We can look it up right now. What did the Council of Nicaea do for Christianity? The Council of Nicaea 325 was pivotal as it established unified doctrine, most famously through the Nicene Creed, affirming Jesus Christ's divinity and his one substance with God and the Father, resolving the Arian controversy. So the Arian controversy was there was another dude who was trying to say, hey, me and Jesus are cool, so follow me. They were trying to off-sect. They were trying to have power in their own areas, and they started to fight amongst themselves. And so the Council of Nicaea was to quell that. They did not make Christianity then. That's a lie. You haven't looked it up. I can say Jesus is a mirror reflecting God's supremacy. Yes, absolutely, 100%. Okay, so the Council of Nicaea provided a universal statement of Christian faith outlining the core beliefs, outlining them, not making them up. We already had the book, we already had the Bible, but people started to write basically other books. They like Thomas and whatnot, and Barnabas. People started to write other things. Well, I ran into Jesus once and he said this and that, but then no one could corroborate it. So people were still trying to add books to the Bible, and in certain places they were. They were trying to add books to the Bible, so other people started to believe other things. The Council of Nicaea was to bring everybody back together and say, give me all of your documents, why you think Jesus said this, why you think this happened. And then they said, we can't find any truth to this, so we're not putting it in. And so they didn't edit the Bible or anything. They put out a council. They said, this is what the core doctrines are for the church. They did not edit the Bible. I am Muslim, but I read the Bible, Gospel of John, Luke, and James. Yes, absolutely. God according to the Quran, Muslim also. Yes, clerics hide the truth. Absolutely, 100%. Listen, if you read your Quran all the way through, you read your hadiths, you will see, listen, who's the only woman to be named in the Quran? Why isn't Muhammad's mom named? Why isn't Muhammad's dad named? The only woman that's named in the entire Quran is Miriam, is Mary, is Jesus's mom. So the Quran talks about Jesus's mom, but no one else's mom. There's only one female name in the Quran, and that's Mary. Yeah, so if you read through those books, they will guide you back to Jesus. If you only listen to people on the internet, you'll be confused. If you read your books, Aisha was not named in the Quran, I do not believe. Aisha was later in the only. Let me make sure I'm getting my line straight. What women's names were used in the Quran? Okay, let me see here. Yes, only one woman mentioned by name in the Quran is Miriam, Mary, mother of Jesus, with her own chapter, Surah Miriam. There's no chapter for Muhammad's mom or anything like that. If you read your holy books, they will all point you back to Jesus. Yes, Jesus will drag you that way. Mary is immaculate for the Quran. True. Yes, absolutely. Aisha was Muhammad's one of Muhammad's 11 wives. But yes, she was named in the later hadiths. Right, but yes, the Quran has one woman. That's it. And that's, if you read don't just listen to people. Read the book. Say, I'm supposed to read this thing, and read it. Just take a chapter a day, a couple of pages, a couple of paragraphs a day, and you'll get through it. I promise you. Yes, right. Jesus, right, exactly. Yes, Muhammad's only mentioned 4 times in the entire Quran by name. Right, absolutely. And if you read through the hadiths also, he says that his mother and father aren't doing very well. and it's a beautiful book. Just read it. Read the whole book and stop listening to people. People on the internet get clicks and views, and they get paid for people to argue. So they come up with points of contention so people can argue over it. Is this a cult? We can make it one. We were talking about science and freaking fart jokes, and somehow we got to the Bible. What's up, JMG? Let's see. We can start a cult. We were talking about Christ. We were talking about Muhammad. We were talking about the Buddhists. The Buddhists are right down in my front yard right now. They're at a house right down the street. They're walking 3,000 kilometers from Texas to Washington D.C. and they're in my neighborhood right now. Talking. They're spending the night in my neighborhood. Is time travel possible according to religion? No. The time travel is. I mean, so hold on. So here's the thing. Our holy books, all of the world's major religions' holy books, they don't answer every question. Like they won't say, "Is it okay to sneeze while I'm doing a handstand?" You can't find that answer in any holy book. You know what I mean? Like they don't talk about everything. Yes, Texas is to Washington D.C. What's going on? And they're in my neighborhood right now. Like we can go. I got a video of me walking down just before I started this live stream. But yeah, 42 of them, I think it is. Yeah, walking 3,000 kilometers from Texas, and right now they're in Georgia. They're in Atlanta, right here. Here's them right down the street. 4 hours ago. You want to see it? All right. Okay. The only thing I don't know. Well, I can show you the video. If I convert my stream over to my phone, as soon as my phone leaves Wi-Fi, I can't stream back to my computer. Look, I know it's hard to be born in a Muslim country, and Jesus, you love you, and you feel like an alien for what I'm doing here. I wish I could have been born in your country. Pray on your own. Do what you need to do to feel right with yourself. You'll be guided to how you feel. Read your books. They all will lead you where you need to go. Don't listen to people. You shouldn't need scholars to tell you what your books mean. The only reason a lot of religions use scholars over top is because there's embarrassing things about the people in your books, and they have to spin the word. They have to twist what stuff that says stuff means in order to be less embarrassing. No, leave your house right now and talk to them. Show what you're telling the truth. Okay, all right. So I'll record this walking out. We'll switch the stream over. All right. Okay. Now, if this drops, if this drops off, so as soon as we get outside, you'll see all the people, all the cars. But if this drops, I'll start recording, and then I'll show you guys the video once I get back. Hold on, let me switch to the full screen for you guys. Let me see, it's full screen. Yeah, it's full screen. Okay. All right, so let me see. Hold on 1 second. Okay. All right. Okay, back. All right. Apologies. Okay. So it's dark, but yeah. Turn my light. Okay. streets, and you can see all the cars that are parked on the streets here. All right. All right. You can see I'm over here. All right. Walking back into the house. All right. I got a video for you guys. All right. What's up, cat? All right, let me see here. We're gonna take a look at it now. Okay, let's see. All right. All right. Okay. All right, studio. Okay, yes, stop. Woo! That was a long walk. Okay. I'll go ahead and upload it real quick. I'll upload it real quick. Look at the wireless, love it. Yeah, hold on one second, brother. Because your interpretation of disciples should be by God, because they are one with the Father and Jesus. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, let me see here. Bam. Bluetooth. Share. Bluetooth. 110th. So receive a file. Receive a file. Share. Bluetooth. 110th grade. Yeah, I'll play Minecraft after this. Yeah, give me 1 second, my brother. Well, I'll do this. Okay, let me say. Okay. All right. Okay. Look at. Leave your house right now. Okay, listen, my spirit, and let him God act on me. Yes, absolutely. Nice one. You're a legend. I'll try it. So you pointed to John 10:30, and I and my Father are one. This verse doesn't prove Jesus to be God. It's a phrase used in daily life. Two persons have the same purpose. Okay, that's fine. But you know you're wrong about that, right? So Even if we accept this, John 3:30, but that's only John 10:30. You're missing a whole rest of a Bible. Pointing to the divinity of John 10:30, pointing towards Jesus' divinity. That is equal to the Father. Okay, so going back to your Council of Nicaea, do you know what the Council of Nicaea was for? It was to affirm. They were like, okay, we've had 325 years now, or whatever it was, of people writing about, talking about this guy. Let's finally put it to rest if this is the religion we're going to follow. And they said, okay, they read all the reports, the carvings, the writings, everything, all the people, and they came to that decision. So that was in the Council of Nicaea. But his Acts, you've got to continue to read through his Sermon on the Mount. No one could ever blame him for his sin. Even his mother and his brothers could not define a sin that he's ever done. Everything that you would expect of a person, Jesus performed. And he said, I am. And when he was dying on the cross, he even mentions, Father, forgive them for they do not know what they do. That links back to the Old Testament. So that's what I'm saying. You have to read the Bible in the whole to understand it. Just read it in its entirety to disprove it instead of just Googling things and whatnot. I'm not going to be able to change your mind, and I don't want to change your mind. I want you to decide what you want, not just from what people said on the internet or what a couple of verses here and there. There's thousands of verses that you can get through, and your Quran tells you to judge a Christian by the book and to judge the Jews by the Torah, the Christians by their Gospels and the Jews by Torah. So it even says in the Quran to read the books, to read the Bible. I'm not going to argue with you about it. I'll answer questions every time I'm in, but you can't just say I'm wrong because you think these words mean something. First of all, we're not going back to the original Hebrew. They weren't regular talking words. These words were mentioned in the Old Testament to say how we would know when the true prophet came, when the Messiah came. And so he was saying these words to let the Jews know that 2,000 years ago, it was prophesied that someone would show up saying these words. So he wasn't just saying them for saying that. He said them for a reason. The reason was to fulfill the prophecy. And then his actions and his words linked up to what it said 2,000 years before would happen. Okay, so let's go look at these guys here. Okay. All right, look at the distance. Okay. Amen. I can't believe it. I got you to do that. I think I was only playing. No, I got it, brother. I got you. I'll put it on the screen here. Video source, media source. Okay. Okay, browse file. Let me find it real quick. Go to downloads. Okay. Where did it go to? Okay. File sent. 137. Documents. 137. Man. Oh, I gotta hit where am I at? Documents. We're the next 137. 137. Beats. 137. Okay. 137. So that's under documents. Okay. Documents. 137. Okay. All right. So here it is. Dang it. All these people in my yard, and there's them guys up there. Nice. 100, 1,000, 2,000 people probably, easily. And I'll restart it here in just a second. Look at all those people on each side of the road, all those yards. It's hard to see, right? Because it's dark out. It's better to see from, yeah. And I should have slowed down, but I was running to try to get. I was hoping it would get back on the. But yeah, so that's what's happening in my neighborhood right now. Okay, all right, that's fine, brother. Then you've got a good memory. I can't live. No, I'm not. Look, I'm not trying to refute you. I'm not having an argument with you. I'm having a conversation with you. That's fine. Okay, you seem like such a cool guy. What's brothers religious stuff? I'm just saying I used to use a lot of the refutations that you use until I read the whole book. And I read the whole book because I wanted to argue with people, and then I ended up finding God. So figure. And I'm just saying, if you did that from memory, good. But you should have known that Jesus saying that was from the reason he said that was because he was reciting a passage from the Old Testament, the prophecy from the Old Testament that was saying when God shows up in flesh, when the prophet comes in, that will happen. I was talking to medical science, right? But yeah, no, that's good. And I don't try to push. I'm here to tell fart jokes and shit. And teach people stuff about planetary alignments and whatever. The religion thing just happened to pop up today. Your laughter means you have so many experiences. I've had lots, thousands. And I got a Minecraft server. Anybody in the crack fart jokes, man? Oh boy. Let's see. But the best guy for the fart jokes actually is Space Cowboy. He's constantly bringing stuff in, but understood. Yeah, we can move on. All right. So we do a lot of your mama jokes too. We're pretty good. And all jokes are allowed. I'm an equal opportunity humorist. I don't care what color you are, what religion you are, what religion you aren't, what color you aren't. You're getting all of it. Okay. Let's see. Oh man, it's hot. Whew. Crack on Brokey. I guess you meant Broski. I'm guessing you meant Broski. All right, let's find some good fart jokes. World's best fart jokes. 55 fart jokes that will knock the wind out of you. We don't mean to toot our own. Oh, these are going right to dad jokes. Ninja farts. What's invisible and smells like carrots? I'm from Baltimore, Maryland originally. I live in Sharpsburg, Georgia now. That's actually where these guys are right now. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, let's do this. Buddhist monk stop in Georgia. We'll do this. So I live in Sharpsburg, and you see right here, stopping in Sharpsburg on Sunday. That's today. So they asked my neighborhood. They asked my neighborhood if anybody had tents because they're Buddhist monks. They don't sleep in houses. So everywhere they stop on this 3,000-kilometer journey, they ask people to like show up and donate tents, and I'll sleep in the tents overnight, which is good that they stopped here today because it's only going to be like 61 degrees tonight, but tomorrow night's going to be like 22 degrees here in Georgia. Do you know what the Torah is? The Torah is the Old Testament. The Gospels are the New Testament. The Torah is the Old Testament, and the Gospels are the New Testament. That's the Bible. The Torah is the Old Testament. The Gospels are the New Testament. That's the Bible. Okay, anyway, all right. 2,300 miles. Let's see. You know what I wanted to watch? Let's do this. Why
the hell would I steal your Play-Doh? Yeah.
I'm sorry. I should have trusted you.
No, it's not, dude. You don't know what you're talking about. I'm done with your Dawa text, dude. I know all of these. I know all this Dawa bullshit, dude. You don't know what you're talking about. Just because you act like you know what you're talking about doesn't mean you do. You didn't. Please just look up the Dawa text. The Dawa chat is to tell people that it's from Paul. Paul did not write the Bible. Paul did not write the Gospels. Who cares? Does that matter? Does that matter? What does Paul have to? What is that? Paul is just one of the many. Do you know that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Doesn't matter if Paul. Who cares? Did you meet Muhammad? You're full of crap. You're here to argue. You don't care. You have all the responses to whatever you think I'm going to say. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Matthew wrote Matthew, Mark wrote Mark, Luke wrote Luke, and John wrote John. That's why they're called Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. I know a bloke down. Hold on. I know a bloke called Paul down the pub. Right. Seems like a cool guy. Lives a good life. Always has a good packet of ticket. Are you from the UK, JMG? Whee! I scared off all the rest of my UKians. I got a lot of guys from the UK. Cromley, Paul always has gear. Cromley, I don't know. Scott, are you still here? I want to say Bromley, Bromy, Bromley, UK. Yeah, so Bromley. Scott lives in Bromley. Lamb lives in Crawley and Bromley. Yeah, Bromley. Yeah. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Medical sciences. Yes, they absolutely do. They didn't just find these things. No, they're not. Who told you that? Who are the authors of the Bible? 40, here are the authors, the 40 prophets, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, writing over 1,500 years. They weren't anonymous. Someone is lying to you because they want you to believe their bullshit. You should check it. Yeah. All right. The Gospels were written, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. They were the four evangelists. They are who wrote theirs. Paul wrote letters like Ephesians, Romans 1, 2, Galatians, Ephesians, and Philippians. Peter wrote 1 and 2. Peter wrote 1 and 2 Peter. James and Jude, brother of Jesus, wrote their epistles. John wrote the Gospels of John. You don't know what you're talking. Yeah, he's definitely a prick. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Some dude told him, you can't trust the Bible because they don't even know what it is. And he's like, wow, I'm going to tell somebody that on the internet. Yes, the reason their names are who they wrote. The other commenter, this guy is doing it, you. Yeah, Luke wrote Luke. Luke wrote Luke. John wrote John. Yeah, that's what the names are for. It's their authors' names. And this is the cool thing. The blend of human writers, shepherds, kings, tax collectors, and fishermen. So it wasn't just rulers and warlords that wrote it. Anyway, but yeah, what I wanted to say. Let me see what I wanted to say. Where was it? It was I wanted to see. I saw what's the guy's name who used to stand in the corner and Raymond J something. Damn it, what's his name? It's got to be in my. He always pops up here. What the hell is his name? Raymond. Do you know what I'm talking about? The YouTuber. He's been around for like 15 years. He used to stand in a corner with like comic books pasted behind his. Raymond J. Jones. It's 3 names, something like that. I'm too drunk, gotta wake up. All right, brother, subscribe. Hit me up. I'm on every day. What the hell's the guy's name? YouTuber who used to stand in a corner with comics behind him. No. What the hell was the guy's name? Famous YouTuber for the past 15 years. Mr. Beast, Markiplier, Brett Zozo, Smosh, PewDiePie, Mr. Beast, Markiplier, the Brit Crew. Damn it, what's his name? YouTuber with 3 names. Ray William Johnson. He's 44, wow. All right, let me go back to that. All right, where was I? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go down and film the Buddha, the Buddhist guys. I'll have a video for you guys. Hey, at 8 o'clock, I'll jump on the YouTube the Minecraft server. So I'll be back on 8:30 at 7:53 now. I love you guys. I appreciate y'all stopping in. I'll see you guys back in a little bit. I love you guys. Appreciate you. See you soon. Bye 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 bye.